Hi, it's Leaf here. Just wanted to make this quick courtesy video to show you the angle iron that I used to mount the back of the Corvette gas pedal. So as you know, the two front bolt holes here are going to have quarter 20s running through them to hold the bottom angle iron mount that I went over in a previous video. And then on the back, the third mount on the Corvette pedal requires a bolt. I'm using a quarter 20, a bolt in the back of it to prevent it from moving vertically front and back this way. So what I did was cut out angle iron. There's a little bit of a bend and twist in this, and then on this end here there's no back lip on this, just the front lip of the angle iron. And then the only thing I could do is weld this down right here. So I ran two beads, I split it up here, and then continued it all the way down here. It's a little bit wider here, but I was able to fill it in with molten metal during the MIG welding, so no real issue there. This slot is because there is some plastic on the back of the Corvette pedal that allows you to move this down a little bit this way. So I angled this notch into it so that it could be moved down. That way it could move further down here on the tunnel. And there is, I don't know if you can see back here, there is the back lip of the angle iron is, you can see it there. And then it goes only almost, it goes about 6 inches in the back, and then it stops. And because there's no back lip on the angle iron here, I welded a flat bridge type. The angle iron piece goes from here all the way to here, and there's a bend here. But because there's no angle iron in the back here, because there's a little bit of a round edge on the tunnel on the top here, I ran kind of a bridge from this flat part of the angle iron to this part where there is a lip back here. But I didn't want this to bend any because there's no rear angle on the back of this. It has to be cut off because you can see the tunnel is right here. So there's no rear lip. The lip starts right here. So it goes down and then comes back this way. But because the angle iron's totally flat here, I welded a bridge because I didn't want this to move any. Because you've compromised the structural integrity of this piece of angle iron once you remove this rear lip. So you kind of have a flat here. And in fact, when installing this and trying to envision what I would do for metal fabrication for this rear mount for the Corvette pedal, I was initially thinking that I would use just 1/8 inch thick flat stock that's about 1 inch wide. But for a piece of 1/8 inch flat stock mild steel, it bends too much. So angle iron is really what prevents this from bending this front and rear. So there you go. This is what I came up with to support the third mount in the back or on the top of the floor-mounted Corvette pedal. And look at the previous video where I go into the GM part number in depth and how I developed the floor mount here. So I wanted to just make a quick video of this just to show any users or readers what I did. As you can see, I degreased this and already ran POR 15's metal prep on it. You spray it on, or I used a cloth and soaked it real good for about 20 minutes. And I also have this ready to go with POR 15 that I first degreased and then applied POR 15's metal prep for about 20 minutes. And you can see there is a little bit of flash rust, but this rust is terminated. It's chemically terminated now with their iron, their sodium, it's sodium carbonate, or it's iron ferrite, which makes like a white powder, and you can see that white powder here. So the rust is inhibited, it's stopped, And right now I'm coating it with POR 15. I'll give it 2 coats. Namely, the second coat will go on after 2 hours. So there you go. That's what I did for the top mount of the Corvette pedal.